All right, big story breaking at this hour. This has got to do with the Tamil Nadu University sex abuse sentencing. 30 years imprisonment and 90,000 rupees in fine for the accused. In this case, has been pronounced guilty. Remember, the quantum of punishment were to be announced. It's just been announced. 30 years in jail for the convict here. And 90,000 rupees in fine is what we are learning. The court has found the accused guilty on all counts. And this is the quantum of punishment that has just been pronounced by the court in connection with the Anna University sexual assault matter. I'm going to go straight across to Pramod, getting in more details. 30 years in prison, 90,000 rupees in fine. Tell us a little more about what the court has just said, Pramod.
Certainly, Sneha, right behind us, you see this is a Madras High Court's campus where we also have the Mahila Court where Gnanasekharan was brought around 9 a.m. in the morning, and the Justice Jalishmi also reached the spot. And what happened is that just like 10 minutes ago, he was brought into the courtroom where he was actually, the justice started actually going ahead and pronouncing the verdict. We've been informed that 30 years imprisonment and 90,000 rupees has been given as a fine. However, we've also been informed that Gnanasekharan was charged under 11 sections, and for each section, a separate kind of like years for imprisonment has been provided. We are waiting for the details on that. But for now, it has been very clearly mentioned that Gnanasekharan, the convict in Anna University sexual assault case, has been pronounced with 30 years of imprisonment and rupees 90,000 as fine, Sneha.
All right, be with us. I'm just going to come back to you, Pramod Madhav, getting in those details. A. Sarvanan of the DMK is also with us. Thank you for your time. Your response to what has happened here. The court now pronouncing, of course, has been pronounced guilty on the 28th of May, and the quantum of punishment, 30 years in prison. How do you see it?
It's a welcome verdict. He deserves that punishment the way he has sexually assaulted a student in the university campus. It sends a message that any assault on women will not be tolerated. We welcome this judgment wholeheartedly. So many political issues were raised. They wanted to politicize this gruesome crime, but the Tamil Nadu police and the Tamil Nadu government ensured justice has been served to the victim, that too in 157 days.
You know, but the opposition would say that this is an embarrassment to your party. I know you've spoken about this in the past, but I want to ask you again. You know, as far as the accusations from the opposition here is concerned, linking your party with the guilty here.
See, every party, there will be rotten apples. It doesn't mean that the party, that will become an embarrassment for the party. It all depends what is the response. Whether the criminals were shielded by the party. For example, Brij Bhushan Singh. What an embarrassment. Did the BJP feel any embarrassment about Brij Bhushan Singh? And he has the audacity to question Rahul Gandhi. And shameless news channels are giving ear to him. What is more embarrassing than that? The topmost athletes were sexually assaulted by that test. But still, he is roaming as though he is a superhero of our country. And BJP is not embarrassed by that.
All right, but you know, you've drawn this comparison, but the fact is that two wrongs would never make one right, isn't it?
So you agree that BJP is wrong? I'm so happy about that.
You know, A. Sarvanan, it's not what I say.
No,
it's
no,
about how
please,
you respond to what the opposition is saying.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. This is my response. See, that's what I'm saying. Two wrongs does not make one right. Correct. But I'm asking you, what is the response of the party to this crime and the government to this crime? Swift action has been taken. But what about this man, Brij Bhushan Singh? POCSO case has been closed, unheard of.
Okay.
So this is the thing I want to draw.
Be with us. I'll just bring in Kovai Satyam also of the AIADMK, A. Sarvanan. Kovai Satyam, your response to what is now being said by the DMK and of course to what has happened in court a few moments ago where the quantum of punishment has been pronounced. 30 years in prison for the guilty in the Anna University sexual assault matter.
We welcome the court verdict. However, the question, who is at serve, is not answered yet.
Okay.
He is given punishment for the heinous crime he had committed. But the intent is what matters. The intent to exploit innocent women in exchange of sexual favors for somebody who is in the senior ranks. That's what matters. So there is a nexus. They have just nabbed one person. And who are all behind this nexus? They should also be brought to the justice.
Okay.
We can't just go scot-free by terming only one person is the offender and he has committed this.
Okay. So what you are
For which
saying is
there
that
has to
it's
be a
not
probe.
just one person. This is a charge you've made in the past as well. What is the expectation, given that we've seen speedy trial in this entire matter over the past few months or so? Kovai Satyam.
The trial was speedy just because DMK wanted to help those people who are behind this. They decided who is the culprit. They decided it's only one person. And they pressed all the machineries to work towards that. Police were never given the free hand. Even for that matter, the person who was in SIT, the commissioner quit halfway. So there is nothing DMK can take credit about this. They have decided who is the culprit is.
Okay.
And the entire mechanism worked towards ensuring that he is the only person who has been punished.
All right. Be with us. I'm just going to bring in A. Saravanan for more. In fact, his response to what is being said by the AIADMK here. Mrs. Saravanan.
See, that is a scandalous statement. It shows that they don't believe in the courts and the verdicts of the court, and they don't believe. See, when the incident happened, it is the ADMK party which approached the court. They said they wanted a CBI investigation. The road said, no, nothing to it. There will not be any CBI investigation, but we will appoint 3 officers and form a special investigation team. And the charge sheet was filed in February. What was the ADMK doing? It was common knowledge that there was only one person accused. So if they on the one hand, they claim it is they who got justice for the victim. Now, for political convenience, they are making the allegation that the investigation was shoddy. If they have to get justice for the victim, they should have approached the court again, or they should have gone to the Supreme Court, stating that these things have happened. So they want to play hot and cold, and they stand exposed, thoroughly exposed. They are not able to. They thought this is Pollachi. This is not Pollachi, Mr. Kovai Satyan. Pollachi sexual assault, only because the culprit, accused person, were from ADMK, they were shielded. And one person was there in the party for 2 years. They wanted to shield him so that the higher-ups could not be got into. And only when he was arrested by the CBI, they removed him from the party. All of them knew that he was an accused. He was involved. But
all right, this is in fact speedy justice in this entire matter, as we've seen at least one person who the court has found guilty on the 28th of May has been not just convicted, the quantum of punishment has been pronounced 30 years in jail for Nyanasekaran and 90,000 rupees in fine. This in connection with the Anna University sexual assault case. The AIADMK has also welcomed this verdict but said that important questions are yet to be answered, is what is now being said by the AIADMK. The ruling DMK welcoming the verdict as well. The AIADMK, the principal opposition party, said there are questions that are yet to be answered. Remember, on the 28th of May, the Mahila Court in Chennai had pronounced the guilty here, Nyanasekaran, as the lone accused. Now, the AIADMK says that he was doing this at the behest of someone, and there was every attempt made to cover up. There was a cover up in this case, is what is being said by the AIADMK. There were 11 charges. The court delivered the verdict, remember, in a record less than 6 months after the trial began. The quantum of punishment being pronounced today.